Hey, what do you do if you're not really ready to move, or maybe you moved in and you just have this blank canvas and you don't know where to begin on setting up that house into a home? Well, stick with me and we're going to give you some options. Okay, have you bought a home, you don't know what to do, you sold all your other stuff elsewhere, you want to start fresh, it's a clean slate, it's very exciting, but sometimes you're just like, oh my God, this is all so overwhelming. Well, if you know me, if you've been on this channel, if you know me personally, you know that you also can employ me separately through my LLC, where I work with a lot of different contractors to help you get through that too. It's a lot of fun. It's in fact my favorite thing to do. And I love to talk to people about what makes their house a home, what makes them excited. Are we getting ready to enter the market and possibly sell it? And so you want to have some revamp updates. Are you going to list it with me? Maybe I don't charge you, okay? If you're gonna list it with somebody else, I'm excited to help you and that other agent do it too, because honestly, I like this part of my offering, and therefore I started an LLC through which to do it. It's called Go Stealth Enterprises LLC, and like I said, it's for consulting, staging, decor, and renovations. So stick with me through this video and we'll talk a little bit about some of the reasons that this product might be something that you employ to help you relocate, sell, buy into, or out of the Nashville market. Okay, one of my favorite things to do, and it has been for years, is because I come from a family of this too, is to help design and decorate and do those things. Am I a designer by trade or license? No, I am not. My LLC allows me to consult, do decor and renovation and staging. So I absolutely consult with licensed professionals who do this, depending on the job and where you want that to be. That's what we do. But let's just talk about some of the options and some of the reasons that you might want Go Stealth to work with you, okay? Maybe you're not ready to sell, but you are ready to update. You love your home, you've been there forever, but you want to get your finger on the pulse too. We can come in, we can help you. I do have designer discounts at various places, so that could be very helpful to you. Of course, you pay me. Of course, we do this together, but those discounts will be forwarded to you. So that can be a lot of fun for us. I come in and do your initial consultation. We determine all those things that you love, all those routes that you want to go on that design, options that might be in a certain price category, you know, who we're going to employ also to do this. Lots of different things that we talk about on that initial call, and then we have our initial meeting. So I'm very excited today to go and do one of those. I'm going to be with a client in the Dixon area, and I'm looking forward to doing this. So thought I would talk about it. So in the process of moving, maybe you've sold everything you owned in California because, hey, I'm starting fresh. Hey, people loved my home with all my stuff in it, so I just walked away and got my money. What do we have over here? What's my new home look like? That stuff may not fit in my new home. Lots of reasons to use my services after the real estate transaction is over. Lots of reasons for us to continue to work towards whatever goal your family has in mind. So one of those goals could be, oh my gosh, I sold everything. What am I going to get over there? I just want to start fresh. They loved my stuff. I got my price. Let's go, you know. And that's a lot of fun. I've done that plenty of times through the 21 years. Started Go Stealth over the last, 5 years, so that we could actually, go ahead and move into a different offering that is not exactly real estate oriented. There is some another option that, you know, people go through. Oh my God, I've lived here forever. I love my home. It's in one of the greatest areas of Nashville. I don't feel like leaving, but I do want to update it. And someday when I sell, maybe I can pick, you know, we'll pick some trends that seem to be, you know, timeless, that work for you and that you love, that will be okay, and you enter the market in a few years or whenever that time frame is, and you have your finger on the pulse for the buying demographic. That's our goal for that. Definitely have clients that are like that and are just so excited. We did a renovation project last summer in Creve Hall. Absolutely helped this client who bought it directly from the seller, and we just gutted the house and added an addition, made those really great looking upgrades and minimalist designs that were perfect for the couple, because they're going to live in it. They're going to love their family in it. They're going to create a family in it. And then someday they're going to want to sell it. Hope they sell it with me. But what we've done is created a product that doubled in value that they get to enjoy while they're there. So Go Stealth helped them with that. There's so many times that I hear people say, well, I don't want to do those upgrades and everybody else get to enjoy it. And I laugh and think, that's true. Another reason why Go Stealth was formed. There's time for you to enjoy it if we go ahead and do it. And then you get to live in those beautiful upgrades or those beautiful trends and then sell it. So I really am a big proponent for that. I think that is so worth discussing because I want you to enjoy your home while you live in your home. Okay, so we are going for this particular client today, and we're just doing an initial assessment of each other, really, and we're going to determine some of the things that are important to this client. She built her home, and I think she closed towards the end of last year. It was the first home she had built in a long time. She is doing it, you know, herself. I mean, it's done and beautiful, and it's a transition home from one that they lived in for a very long time. So I'm excited for them, but that's a hard thing to do. Hey, I've lived in this home forever. I love that product, but I just don't feel quite like it's a home yet. It's a house in my head that we built, and I could afford to just sit in it, away from it, and look and know that it's there. She was not ready to go yet. They weren't ready to really make that transition. That happens. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down and we're gonna talk about all the things that's important to this client and her family, what they love about what they have, what they don't love about what they have, what they're going to take to the new place, and what we're going to do to add to that to make that new place not just a house that's gorgeous and built and ready for them, but it's going to be their gorgeous new home and a place where they're going to make their new memories. So, a lot of fun. I can't wait to talk to her. I'm honored that they're calling me. And there are things on different levels that we're going to do, from window treatments to staging items to all of the decor, from rugs to lamps to, you know, sofas, chairs, groupings, you know, you name it, we're going to be talking about it. I'm sure as a new construction situation, it has the basics, the appliances, the pretty mirrors or whatever she picked out at the time of build. The flooring is probably fabulous. The windows are gorgeous. The views are there. You know, the product is probably, you know, the best looking current look that's timeless, that'll really do well for the next several thousand years, just because I know the builder, he's excellent. So I think that's good too. Know the product is well built. And this is what she picked, so she loves it. So I'm really looking forward to talking to her and seeing things like from color palettes, comfort levels, pillows, bedding, things that really make her happy. We're going to create that vision board, and we're going to go make that happen together. So I just thought I'd mention that. It's a product that Go Stealth Enterprises offers. It's a product that any one of my subcontractors and I do together to bring you that value. And if you just don't know which way to turn, maybe you can come and turn this way and I'll open those doors for you. And that's really what I wanted to kind of get on here and discuss. So if you have any questions about that, is that part of my real estate? Is that something I'm just supposed to do because you do business with me and I get paid on your transaction, list or sell your house? No, it's not. It's not. That's why Go Stealth was born. I love to do it. I love to help my clients. If you're listing with me, I'm probably going to stage your house to a very, degree free, no problem. I want that to happen. I want your home, and I'm going to make suggestions before we enter the market, to be where the demographic it wants it to be, so it steps out and is on top. I want that to happen for you. That's all part of my real estate. I want that for you. I always think that I go the extra mile. I'm told I go the extra mile. I've got plenty of references and referrals who will tell you I do that. But this is a degree different, several degrees over what would be a normal real estate agent offering. This is a next level commitment, and this is why it's a side offering. This is a business comprised of people with licensures that come together under the LLC to offer you extensive updating, renovation, decor offerings, things like that through Go Stealth. So we were talking about certain things that Go Stealth does. Do we help you take your blank canvas and turn it into that beautiful Monet? Do we help you? Yes. Do we help you delete things and get ready for maybe your estate sale? There's an estate sale situation coming. I've worked with good, fabulous estate sale vendors who will come in. Maybe you don't know which way to start because we've got to go through those personal things, and that's a lot. People are like, God, what do I do? This is 45 years of memories, 35 years of tax returns. What do I do? Where do I go next? Go Stealth can be hired under the consulting side to help you manage through that. Let's get the home ready for the estate sale vendor to come through and then make your money back based upon the things you want to sell. I've recently been hired by one of my favorite all-time people in the world, and we're friends. We are lifelong friends, which was fun. But we're like sister friends, you know what I mean? So at one point she said, I love what you said to me. No, you cannot wear that, because we're friends, like sisters, And I said something else to her. I think she said, we're making different decisions now. I looked at her and said that. Okay, I'm more delicate with just my regular clients, but what you tell me is important to you, I'm gonna remember. And that's what you've hired me to do in that estate sale process, to come in and help you go room by room, set aside what we're saving, help organize that, collect your items in certain groupings. I have a relationship with the estate sale people, depending on where you are and at what level, what type of estate sale it'll be, based upon my initial analysis of your things, understanding those things about it. I can help you get there. You do pay Go Stealth Enterprises, but our subs will come through, and we've got those. Everything from the shredding company to the disposal people to the people that are going to help us take it over to our storage. Those things people don't think about, that's what Go Stealth does. So that was just recently done. Sometimes people don't know where to turn when they are keeping it, but maybe the rates aren't good or the market's not good, and you're going to have to go somewhere next year. Or maybe you want to get it ready for rental, but you're not ready to enter the renting market. I have relationships with companies who are full-blown rental agents. So want you to have the right connections there. We'll discuss those things. We'll get you ready. Maybe we are talking about renovating a project that you just bought from me, but we don't want it to we want it to be good enough to rent, but when you come back after it's been in the rental market and make it your own, that's when we do the extra sprucing. So all of those things can be offered under this entity, and I'm looking forward to working with you on those if you have any questions, things like that. It's why we do it. So even though this is a real estate channel, I'm absolutely grateful for my living in Middle Tennessee clients and my living in Southern Kentucky clients. Let me assure you that I am duly licensed as a realtor with EXP in Tennessee and Kentucky. I absolutely love my clients. I was just with a client, longtime family friends who are going to be a big client at Lake Barkley, and we were really adding, deleting, moving things around for that $1 million to $2 million view property at the lake. So stay tuned. Go Stealth helps with things like that. Want you to understand the differences. Is it an expectation? Does everybody offer this? I'm sure people do at different levels. But when you want my designer discounts, that I think you'll find very valuable, if you want to be taken and really kind of helped along the way, not told what to do, but help you envision the things you say are exciting to you. Have somebody who really, really wants to know what your tastes are, what makes you happy with your home, maybe has a way to help you get there, not break the bank in doing it. That's where I come in. That's where my team of professionals can come in. That's where my subcontractors can help. And that's why I started Go Stealth Enterprises. I've taken things from something you can't imagine and turned it into absolutely gorgeous. I've taken old properties that were built by my subcontractors maybe 15 years ago, had that old latte look, that old flooring, maybe looked like it had been bought and sold several thousand times. And because I knew it was built well, I was able to help turn it into today's product. And those people saw, you know, $100,000 or $200,000 in equity, depending on how long they owned it. That stuff is real. That is real estate too, but it's a different form. If you're going back to list with me, I after I sold it to you, which I've been so honored to have people do through my tenure. I mean, it's 21 years, you know. I am so grateful for that repeat business. It really is something that I value. So if you've been able to realize those kind of profits and gains or those realizations in your property, that makes me so happy. I can't tell you how proud that makes me for you. So stay with me. We'll see where we go next. I've talked about being all over Middle Tennessee. I've talked about going to Southern Kentucky. I've talked about, you know, buying and selling your real estate, but I've also talked about renovating, consulting about your renovating, and actually implementing, you know, discounts as well through my Go Stealth Enterprise LLC. So if you have any questions, call, text, or DM me. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you next time.